Okay, here's my 2013 Polaris Razor 900 XP. Got to looking for cab enclosures, didn't really find anything that I liked. So I did a couple DIY mods that it kind of fits the way that I ride, the kind of style that I have, and it works. So cab enclosure, that is 0.17 mil Lexan. I did buy a 48 by 96 sheet of Lexan from Home Depot. It did every window on the Razor. It did the windshield, the side windows, the back window. It did everything. The only spot I had was right here that it did not. I still got to kind of fix some of this. That was a crooked cut. But it's up there and it's serving its purpose now. So I do have the metal doors on the bottom, which made this kind of difficult because of the shape they are. So we had to do some heating and bending and forming for the cab enclosure. Basically, it all comes apart super easy on the trail. It is directly bolted to the door with wing nuts and bolts all the way through it. And that's basically what you get on the outside. As far as bending all of the Lexan, of course the windshield was relatively easy. It stayed straight pretty much the whole way through. But as far as bending the Lexan, and you do have to put a new latch in. This was just kind of something that I came up with because I do have the slam latches. I just got a piece of angle or a piece of metal and put a knob on it. Works pretty good. And that way you can reach in and pop the door lock. So I know you're looking at this going, why did he bend it across the front? Well, I wanted to be sure no wind came through the front side of it. So there it is down through there. It's got a pretty tight seal. I did end up putting a weather seal up on the top side just to keep it from rattling, doing anything crazy. As far as bending goes, and how I put it together was I did drill holes through my door all the way through. Drilled the plexiglass or the Lexan, went ahead and bolted it all up. It did have a big huge gap right here in the bend. Basically all you got to do is come in here with a heat gun, heat up this section and just keep pressure applied, and it pretty well starts melting and turning into a liquid form, and it stays pretty well right where you heat it up and bend it at. The way we bent this was we took it, and before I did paint this line down through here, you could see the roll cage. I took a Sharpie and just marked down the top side of my cage, took a 2x4, clamped it top, clamped it on the bottom, heated all of this up right through here till it was bendable, bent it right around the 2x4, and then cut the excess off. I did leave it long, and then we come back in and cut all the excess off of the front side. Did that all the way around. Something else I did was made a safari rack, which was actually pretty simple. Got about $39 in it, I believe. It's actually a receiver hitch tray. I guess it goes in a receiver hitch, and took it and pulled the receiver hitch part of it out. I did take it and cut everything apart, put two pieces of angle iron together all the way down through there. And that's how I bolted them back together once I got it to length, and then reused the top rail that connects them. And took a piece of 1/2 inch EMT, bolted it here, bolted it right there. Sturdy as can be. It shakes the entire Razor. Then I took the receiver hitch part of it, cut it down to size, and cut a piece off of it and bolted it to the top of it. So now I have a step to get up to that. Also, fender flares. I was tired of getting mud all over me, and that pretty well fixed it. That is another Home Depot buy, I guess you would say. That is landscape border, I guess you would say. It's actually tougher than the daggum fender. I mean, it's rigid. Now that was $36, I think. 20 foot did all the way around. Still got a little bending to do on this one. Basically, if you're going to heat, just to get rid of these gaps, I just tinted the window, so I've not messed with it anymore. But if you're going to, let's say you want to get rid of this gap right here and you're questioning how easy it is to bend, basically you take a glove, put it on your hand, put it on the window, you can push it in like this, and then take a heat gun and physically just heat all the way around till you feel it start to give. And then just hold it there until it cools off. So not really complicated. Just takes a little bit of thinking, a little bit of patience, and hope this helps everybody.